All right, what is up, Stinger Nation? I hope you are all having a fantastic Monday. It is the first day of Funuary, so let's get excited. All right, so we want to make sure that everyone is tuned into our live stream broadcast before we begin. All right, guys, so we just want to go over the format one more time. So what you're going to do is you're going to have one person in your advisory click on the Google Forms link I sent you. They're responsible for filling out all the trivia answers for your entire advisory. So please make sure you have one person do this. All right, guys, so I think we're going to be ready to get started. So the first question is, question number 1. Who created the first mass-produced candy bar? Willy Wonka, John Cadbury, Domingo Ghirardelli, or Klaus Johann Jacobs? A reminder, the question is, who created the first mass-produced candy bar? All right, guys, we'll give you some time to think it over. All right, what's up, Stinger Nation? Part 2, let's go. Funuary Day 1. Thank you for sticking with us through some of our tech difficulties. We are here for you guys. Obviously, this is a crazy year, so, everything looks a little different, but we are so incredibly thrilled to be doing Funuary 2021. All right, so just to go over it one more time, the format for the trivia is that you are going to have one person in your advisory be responsible for entering in all of the answers. So you are just going to have one person fill out the form. And if there are any difficulties, you can tell your advisor to check out the Funuary 2021 folder we shared with them, where Andy and I put a video of us reading questions. So that's another option. All right, so I believe we will begin, right? Okay. Who created the first mass-produced candy bar? Willy Wonka, John Cadbury, Cadbury, Domingo Ghirardelli, or Klaus Johann Jacobs? The question is, who created the first mass-produced candy bar? We'll give you some time to think it over. What's up, Stinger Nation? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic start to Funuary. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. Obviously, it's been a crazy year, so we're just rolling with it. I am curious if people can hear me right now, but I hope everyone is still so excited. You can answer the questions in the chat if you'd rather. Oh, okay. Hear me, let's go. Okay, woo! All right, what's up, Stinger Nation? So, trivia, let's go. Fill out the Google form sheet as we go along. I'm going to start out with question number 1. Who created the first mass-produced candy bar? Willy Wonka, John Cadbury, Domingo Ghirardelli, or Klaus Johann Jacobs? So the question is, who produced the first mass-produced candy bar? All right, we'll give you a few moments to think about that answer, and now we're going to roll on to the next one. All right, guys. The second question for today is, which famous candy was Mr. Owl talking about when he asked, how many licks does it take to get to the center of what? A Dum Dum, a Tootsie Pop, a Gumdrop, or a Blow Pop? The question again is, which famous candy was Mr. Owl talking about when he asked, how many licks does it take to get to the center of what? That is an age-old question, my favorite commercial that exists. Just a fantastic question. I hope you've all had a great time answering that question. But we are going to head on to question number 3. What was the most popular Halloween candy in 2019? M&M's, Reese's, Skittles, or Kit Kats? And again, what was the most popular Halloween candy in 2019? M&M's, Reese's, Skittles, or Kit Kats? We'll give you a moment to think about that with your team. In the meantime, I would just like to add some commentary here. So, Halloween 2020 wasn't as busy. I probably didn't have as much candy. So I think Halloween 2019 was the peak. Annie, what did you dress up as this year for Halloween?
Well, Caroline, that's a very hard question. To be honest, I may have gone for the quarantine style. I may have gone for that. What about you?
This year for Halloween, I was a Seven Hills football player because we're undefeated. And anyways, moving on to question number 4.
All right, guys. What type of candy were soldiers given during World War II because it was known to weather all conditions? A Milky Way, Jolly Ranchers, Laffy Taffy, or Tootsie Rolls? Again, here's the question. What type of candy were soldiers given during World War II because it was known to weather all conditions? I don't know about this one, Caroline, but this one's pretty hard to me. I don't know.
I mean, I'm impressed that they were able to bring some candy back with them while fighting a war, but it's fantastic. Alrighty, I think it is time to head on to question number 5. What was the first American chocolate bar? Kit Kat, Hershey's, Milky Way, or Cadbury Cream? Again, the question is, what was the first American chocolate bar? We'll give you a minute to think about this, reflect on your knowledge of United States candy history. But, I think there's some quality chocolate bars on that list, so we'll see what happens. All right, I think it's time for us to move on to question number 6.
All right, question number 6. How much does the world's largest chocolate bar weigh? 13,456 pounds, 6,100 pounds, 11,800 pounds, or 12,770 pounds? Again, how much does the world's largest chocolate bar weigh? All right, we'll give you a couple minutes or seconds to figure that one out. All right, back to you, Caroline.
All right, question number 7. How long does it take to make a peep? 4 minutes, 35 seconds, 6 minutes, or 12 minutes? Again, the question is, how long does it take to make a peep? And remember, this kind of peep is like the candy peep, right? It's not just like making a noise. It's a little bit more difficult than that one. All right, guys, I hope you are enjoying that question, trying to think that one over. I think I'm going to pass it over to Annie for question number 8. Can you hand me
that? All right, guys. What was the first country to make candy? The United States, India, China, or England? What was the first country to make candy? What are your thoughts, Caroline?
I don't know. I mean, I think those are all countries with very like inventive candy makers. So I really think it could be any one of those, you know? The options are almost endless, except for there are 4 of them. So one of those 4 for sure, for sure. All right, question number 9. What does M&M stand for from the M&M candies? Mars and Mercury, Mars and Murray with an AY, Mercury and Moon, or Mars and Murray with an IE. The question is, what does M&M stand for? Now, personally, M&Ms are one of my favorite candies around, so I love this question. I think it's very interesting to note, you know, the name of it. But M&M's definitely top 5 on my list of favorite candies, so very, very high quality product. All right, Annie, I'm going to pass it over to you for number 10.
All right, thank you, Caroline. Question 10. Taste the Rainbow is the tagline for what candy? Skittles, Starbursts, Razzles, or Airhead Extremes? Again, Taste the Rainbow is the tagline for what candy? I remember seeing this on TV with the commercials. Do you, Caroline?
Oh, for sure. I love these commercials. They're very exciting. Honestly, I love candy commercials in general. They're just so much fun. Alrighty, now we're going to go on to number 11. So, question 11. How many licks does it actually take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 244, 789, 513, or 364? Now, guys, this is a pretty interesting one because they actually did a scientific study to prove this one to be the answer. So I find it to be really interesting. But the question is, once again, how many licks does it actually take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Very interesting question, Caroline. Thank you so much. Moving on, next question is, which country consumes twice as much candy as America? China, Germany, France, or Mexico? The question again is, which country consumes twice as much candy as America?
Now, this is an interesting one because, you know, as an American, I would think that our country eats a lot of candy. I know I personally love candy, so this is a very interesting question, but, you know, it's engaging for sure. Alrighty, now we are on to number 13. Who did the creator of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups name the candy after? A, his uncle, B, his sister, C, himself, or D, his best friend Reese? Who did the creator of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups name the candy after? Can they hear us?
Are we still good?
I can't hear. All right, so while you are answering this question, we will take a little break. What? Oh, to answer Mr. Polifka's candy, it is total, just like in general, I believe. Oh, actually, I believe it's per capita. Per capita. I take that one back. Just a general consumption. Yep. All right, we will head on to question 14.
All right, guys. What candy bar was named after a Broadway play? Hershey's, Crunch, Good and Plenty, or Junior Mints? The question again is, what candy bar was named after a Broadway play? In my opinion, I feel like all of these could be in a Broadway play. I don't know though. I guess only one can win.
Seriously. Oh yeah, it's the options are, yeah, there's some great ones in that list. I mean, Broadway loves candy, right? So I'm sure there's definitely a variety of options there. We'll give you another moment to think through it, and then we will head on to our final question of the afternoon. All right, guys, so our final 15th question is, what came first, gummy bears or gummy worms? Now, this is a tough one. I mean, these are two quality animals, two very exciting gummy foods, but, you know, it's difficult to say who really came first. I mean, it's almost the question of, you know, the chicken or the egg, who really did come first. I mean, it could be either one, but there is a correct answer. Sure. So keep thinking on this one. And don't forget to submit your form. I see we have 21 responses already, so they keep rolling in. We appreciate that. We wanted to thank you again for your patience with us. Obviously, again, this is a new thing, never been done before. Funuary during COVID, so we appreciate you sticking with us. We want to give a special shout out to Sports Broadcasting Club and Anna Patel for helping us out and making this all happen today. And thank you all for participating. We are so excited. Funuary 2021, let's go.
Drop out, out, out.